Good evening, everybody. I'm waiting for my iPad to get rid of the ad thing here. Oh, they're serious with ads. 4 more seconds. Okay, there we go. All right, everybody. Let me put this a little closer. I got me another, good evening, everybody. I got me a thing to go on my head that I don't got to use that crazy contraption. So I'm hoping this is going to work tonight. Let's see who's all on. Brother Ray, man, love you too, my brother. Hope you're doing good. Definitely hope everything is healing up, brother. Everybody keep Brother Ray in prayer. He just had major back surgery. Lamuel Johnson, very good talking with you today in person, my brother. Truly appreciate the conversation. You bless me more than I could ever bless you today with that convo, brother. Brother James, Brother Juan. Martine in the house. Leon Cons. Brother Rob, it's Leon from Arizona. God bless. What's happening, my brother? Cars and more in the house. Brother Vince. Hey, Vince, did you end up getting your crosses today? Let me know. Brother Randy, how's everything going, Randy? Did you get any progress done on your boards? And we got Brother John. Man, definitely keep up the work, John, too. Good work. The Fat Lack, good evening. Brother Rob and Brother Rudy. Tom Wells. Good to be back watching. What a blessing, my brother Tom. Brother Jim in the house. Let me know, too. Tried to look. Did you end up going live Saturday, Jim? Let us know. Brother Lloyd in the house. Thank you, brother. Brother Gary. Rudy Navarro in the house. Of course, Rudy, of course, is right here. Yeah, Brother Rudy in the house. Uncle Rudy. Jay in the house. Alejandro Garcia in the house. Brother Iowa in the house. Manuel in the house. Michael Moore in the house. Keep up the good work too, Michael. Definitely, brother. Maria in the house. Definitely. Well, I'm excited. Well, I'm going to try to get this head thing on. We're going to see how the adjustment is. So just bear with me just real quick. And then we'll move on from there. Hopefully this works out. Give me a second. It always is like a little bit of a delay. Brother Jim had some technical difficulties, man. Don't feel bad, brother. Brother Jim, I have definitely had those technical difficulties. Man, that angle seems pretty decent. I'm hoping it's a little more lit up. Cody in the house. Yeah, it actually does look good. So we're going to go with this. We're just getting a little more advanced every weekend. So Brother Jim, don't feel bad. Those technical difficulties happen. Trust me, I had to go through all kinds of stuff to try to get a better Wi-Fi because it was freezing. It was a whole bunch of different things. So we're just continuing to grow. And I appreciate my YouTube family. I literally consider every one of you guys family. Love you guys and appreciate you guys. So, last week we did the color board. And, man, I thought it was, I'm always, a lot of times I'm just winging it. We were kind of going through colors. And then we kind of, like I said, you could kind of circle whatever section you wanted. I'm just giving kind of a little backup of what got going on. Steve in the house. Appreciate you tuning in, Brother Steve. Hope everything's going good. Tom G in the house. But we kind of went to where all of this could be a different color combo for you for whatever paint job. And I've had a lot of people asking about candies. And of course, man, I had quite a bit of stuff personally myself. So man, I had Brother Steve and quite a few other people, Lisa, quite a few other people that were asking me. And so we're trying to make it easier for you guys, and especially those that are just doing smaller pieces, like doing the boards, the skateboards, you know, stuff like that. Trying to make it easier to where things just ready. You just stick it in the gun, the airbrush, whatever it may be, and you're just ready to roll. So I have like a certain amount of kits ready, probably about 8 or 10 kits. They're different prices. These are 8-ounce bottles. It's already got the binder, the the base coat clear, reducer, the candy. Man, it's all been tested. Me and Rudy Saturday, boy, you talk about a mix. I mean, we had a big ol', I had the jugs to make the horchata, a bunch of the glass jugs, just mixing up binder, clear, and then sitting there testing candy. And of course, I ended up making a lime green. I made the violet that's missing from the House of Colors. What's happening, Linda? Still got your cross. Definitely have to come by. And then same thing with Larry. Got your tape too for those giveaways. We'll have to meet up. But I got 2-ounce jars. These little ones here. 2-ounce. Got 4-ounce. These 2 ounces are $10 each. So it'd be $120 for the whole all 12 colors. Or 10 if you just want certain colors. The 4-ounce bottles are $17.50 for these ones, and it's $34 for the 8-ounce jars. And like I say, I have everything. We got literally tangerine orange, candy gold. We got cobalt blue, oriental blue, magenta, my homemade purple. We got teal. You know, a teal I made too, kind of aqua teal. Lime green I made too as well. Root beer brown, and then of course violet that's been missing from the House of Colors deal, which is, like I say, it's a little combo. It's some pink, some violet, some purple, you know, to kind of make it. And like I say, it's perfect. You got to think the bigger kit is about, I think $430 for all 12. And these will last you a while if especially if you're using an airbrush, small touch-up gun, something like that, and you're doing pieces like this. You're doing the skateboards, you're doing like the stuff we've been working on. Man, they should last you a while. Now, if you're doing like a bike or a car, that's not really gonna work for that. I mean, it might work for like a roof, something like that. But this is geared more towards people doing like the cups and the skateboards and the mailboxes and all of the stuff like that. Ready to go. I'm hoping, let me grab my notes, man. I'm really hoping to have, man, complete kit to where all you guys that are just starting and some of you that don't, you guys got a lot of questions, and to where it's going to be a kit that's literally complete. It'll come with silver, reducer, primer sealer. It'll come with flake, some PPS cups, all the candies you need. It'll come with the clear, hardener, everything you need to make a job happen, especially when you're doing these small pieces. And of course, same thing, I got a bunch of these panels that are already pre-flaked, different sizes. Like this one's, I think, 8 by 24. I got like 9 by 24. I forget what this one is exactly, but I think it's 12 by 24. Then I got like 16 by 24 for those that don't want to go through the mess of flaking. You got to think, if you're trying to do this at home, small scale, and you don't have a place, apartment or something like that, and you really can't afford to make the mess, can't afford all the stuff everything that it takes to get this done. Those boards are like perfect for you. Brother Jerry, Matt Frost in the house, the Fat Lack, 505 Bullies, of course, Randomness, my brother Dale, definitely good work too, brother. Amazing gifts. And brother Nick in the house, good to hear from you too, my brother. And then of course I got a separate deal to where I think for $60 white, black, 4 ounces of urethane reducer, and 4 ounces of binder and balancer already ready to go. Yes. Does your kit come with the sticker? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So like I say, everything's ready to go. And this, like the white and black, it's ready. Same thing, ready to do the shading like we did on this board. The black is already ready to go for your drop shadows, for any of your black. Reducer is basically if you need to reduce any of those a little bit. But like I say, I tested, man, I went through every single one. Like I'm going to walk around. You know, we went through with the airbrush. And I don't know, let me see. I'm trying to see. Went through. Let's see here. This is on a little delay. So hopefully you guys can see. So this, I airbrush. This is with the airbrush, all the colors to make sure that they were tinted good enough. You know, that they're not too watered down, and of course not too much concentrate. I mean, I like mine pretty to where it's like it doesn't take a bunch of coats, and you don't want it too concentrated because then you'll get little spots. You'll get little specks when you're shooting it. So I mean, we tried to go through and make to where like, man, it's really mixed up, really ready to go. And like I say, this is perfect for you guys that are just doing art projects at home, and you know, it's ready to go. No headache of what you got to mix, stuff like that. Now, you guys that are more advanced, been doing it for a while, I mean, you're already mixing your own stuff up. I mean, definitely, you know, that's huge. So that's the exciting thing. And then, so this is another thing. Like we've been doing, you know me, everything we've been doing has been with the bigger guns. Like all of this. So I'm one of those ones. I mean, I would love to sell you guys a bunch of paint and for you guys to waste it and make all kinds of money. But that's not what I'm about. I want to be able to, you know, we're going to be kind of scaling down. So I got this. And I don't know if anybody else has tried it. I think Jim got one or a few people. You know, it's called the X something Dovet or whatever. I got it for like 30 something bucks on Amazon or one of those. You know, it's one of the Trigger airbrush guns. We're going to try it out tonight, fresh out the box. It comes with some little cups. You know, like a couple little cups. Like real cool. I thought this was cool. I think it's 40 cc's. I don't know how much that goes into as far as ounces. You know, it comes with a little bit smaller too. Same thing. Little cups that go to it, plus the littler ones. And so we're going to give this a whirl tonight. We're going to scale down. What's happening, Brother John? And what we're going to do is we're going to scale down to try to conserve on paint. I got another gun coming, a Pache. I paid like 52 bucks for it. It's a Pache. It's a .08, like a mini. You know, of course, it's like my gun that I always use, but it's a Pache. It comes with a cool little aluminum cup. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's a Pache, which Pache's been around for 112 years or something. It's a .08. Like this one is a 1.0. That one is a .08 or a point, whatever you want to call it, 0.8 or whatever. And we're going to be trying to scale down to where we can try to conserve a little bit more to try to see, because you know me, I'm over here. I got a bunch of materials. Trust me, I don't like wasting them. But when you're using the bigger guns, you know, it does waste a little bit more material, especially if you're doing the smaller stuff. So you got to change your whole thought process. And yes, on your website, you have 5X shirts. I think I do have a couple, my brother Brown. I definitely have, I think, 2 5X in stock. Let me know. And the brand of shirt, though, is the one, the Gildan, my brother. It's the ones like from Hobby Lobby. So I don't know if that works. I know some people need the longer ones, and I don't have those ones in stock, my brother. But we're going to try this tonight. And tonight, I'm literally going to... So what we did last week... Let me move my iPad. So last week, we ended up organic green. I didn't have no lime green mixed up. So we're going to shoot some lime green. We're going to do some brown. Going to kind of finish up the color chart here. And then even the violet I made, we're going to do on the other side here, or I'll finish it up on that side. So like I say, man, I appreciate, and like I say, I probably only got enough. I know Lisa and my brother Steve already bought a kit. The kit already made it to Lisa intact. I was worried that the bottles, I mean, I'm fresh to this, trying to get chemicals over to some place. I was worried that it was going to leak. So I taped them tight. I mean, I got the lids on tight, tried to figure out the whole thing. I even bought some newer ones, some different bottles. These ones are what it's going to come in. These are 8 ounce, like I say, ready to roll. And I got about 10 kits for right now, and I'll get some more in probably in the next couple weeks, maybe a little bit less. Like I say, they are on the website, the 8 ounce, the 2 ounce, the 4 ounce. You know, I appreciate you guys supporting, and definitely everybody on here, man. Thank you for buying crosses, for buying. I hope they made it in time. I know I had asked. I'll have to go back a little bit. You're the man, Mr. Slice. I appreciate that, man, Brother Paul. I'm trying to see if my brother Cars and More, if the crosses made it.
They want to know once you open them, how long they last.
So, okay, good question. So these, once you open them, these are good. Literally, these things will last 10 years. It's binder, you know, it's base coat clear, in other words, inner coat clear, and urethane reducer medium, and of course the candy. They will last literally for 10 years. I've had candy, I mean, literally mixed with base coat clear for years. Now, if you're keeping it, which I was talking to my brother Lamuel earlier today, if you're keeping it in a PPS cup and you're just putting on the cap on the PPS cup, man, it's only going to last a month. Those things breathe, and they just don't. Watch, Rudy, hand me. Yeah, watch. Go. There's 2 up there in that second shelf. You kind of see them up there? No, it's the PPS cups with orange and blue. Right there. It's the smaller ones. Second shelf, maybe. They got orange and blue in it. So I want to give you guys an example. So this is an example. So this orange and blue, it's turned to gel in there. If you guys can see, it's like gel in there. Now let me tell you, I will milk these things for everything. You can pour literally urethane reducer back in here. Let it soak. I mean, if you're in a hurry, shake it. I mean, boom, boom, boom. If you need to get something done, shake it and stir it and stir it and shake it and stir it and shake it and have to add some more urethane reducer to it. But it will come back to life, and you will be able to use it again. So, but like I say, in these, this is what happens. Like you see, it's turning to rubber. They breathe. The stuff dries. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I gotta say, this started doing this instantly in about a month. So in the summer, it even a little bit quicker. But like I say, you can bring it back to life, and it will work again. Like I say, we're all about trying to conserve, trying to make things, you know what I mean? Not waste. You know, that's a huge thing, not waste. You don't want to waste a bunch of money. And everything, all these candies and all the binder and balance, it's my stash that I've had. You know, it's a little bit of everything. Some House of Color. It's a little bit of everything. And like I say, I'm hoping still working on trying to get clear and everything to where even the candy trying to get is going to be a high grade like PPG and Matrix. But it's just a process, man. It's a process, and just being so busy. So this is just something I'm doing to try to make it easier for you guys. And like I say, I'm hoping to where you guys can just get everything you need, one box and everything you need to start making some beautiful art. That's what this is all about. So like, I appreciate it. And if you guys could please like and subscribe, press the like button now. It means a lot. Like I say, press the like button, subscribe with the little dinger bell on there too. I appreciate you guys. And like I say, so we're going to get going. I'll have Rudy help me move some of this stuff. I already have some brown and some things mixed up. And like I say, we're going to unbox this gun. If I can even get it out of there. There we go. But it's pretty cool, little trigger. And of course, I mean, the ideal thing would be to have the Iwata, I forget what it is, HT, whatever the Iwata one is. That would be the ideal thing to do, to have. But you know, we're balling on a budget. So like I say, after Christmas, I'm going to, man, I really appreciate it, E Brown. I thank you for supporting too, brother. I really do. Thank you for sure. Thank you for the love from all you guys. I really appreciate it. So like I say, this is pretty cool. It's got the little cups. And it's all about trying to conserve. Now, of course, what's cool with when I usually have all this set up, which you can still use the PPS cups. This is a small ones. And like I say, I got that Pache coming. It has like a, I can put these on that too. And you can mix up these ready to go candies in those too. And have you, especially if you're doing a big project. But, you know, like I say, we're going to try to see what's going on with this today. And we'll go from there. So I got, let me see here. How's everybody doing? Is everybody ready for Christmas? I can't even literally comprehend. I'm in denial that it's actually coming. It's actually in like 2 days, 3 days. Literally in denial. I did want to tell you guys there's a few more pieces. Like all of these are available right here. This is what I got left that you see right here. These are the ones I have left up to right here. Then these ones are already taken, the purple and the teal and the big one. But I have those left. Possibly somebody might not. This guy had me hold this for a minute. I'm not sure, but these ones are gone except for the Cadillac emblem. But like I say, I appreciate you guys supporting. And of course, I got this thing on my head, so I'm going to be moving around a little bit. So fact, we'll go with lime green. Definitely going to take me a minute to get used to this. I'm used to the big gun, bulky. Let me know if any of you guys have tried this gun. Like I say, it's, if you guys can see the logo on there. Like I said, it's about 30 something bucks. Like I say, you know, we're just giving it a try. We're finishing up our color chart here. This would be lime green, kind of lime goldish. Man, actually pretty good. Not bad. And of course, you can tweak some of these. That's why that other little kit, the black, white, the binder balancer, or even just you can mix them, intermix them. But you have every color you need, literally, in the kit. Every color you need to make it happen. You got to think from violet to purples to the blues, to the pinks, to the red, to the orange, to the gold. Like I say, yeah. All right, Brother JR, this is one of the ones you're using to do the leather work. So there we go with that. And of course, the main thing is So mine is a Master G77, I believe. How much did you pay, Jim, for that one? In the house. Custom Central Cali. Big Smokey. What's up, Big Smokey? I appreciate you tuning in. Man, beautiful work, too. Let me just tell all you guys, too. I definitely appreciate you guys sending me pics of your work. I am going to figure out, man, I promise in the next 3 weeks, I want to figure out a way to be able to show your work to everybody on this channel on the Thursdays. Even if it's on another screen, I got to have it on another screen and kind of put it in front of the screen and show you guys, you know, other people's work. Man, just amazing some of the stuff you guys been sending, man. Serious. Keep up the good work. Okay, around 69 bucks with the fan, the nozzle, and 3 cups. Yeah, like I say, this one was pretty cool. It came with, you know, it came with this bigger 40 cc's, whatever, the one I got on here. These back, it came with 5, this little cup, this little one, this one. It comes with 2 different tips. 2 different tips. And I think the 2 different needles too. So it comes with a 0.8. So man, that's pretty good, a 0.8. And of course how long it lasts is one thing. 0.05, wow, so that's pretty nice. And I guess, you know, the whole thing is like some of the Harbor Freight ones, man, I've had them. That's one thing I know. Let me tell you, I know Harbor Freight is going to be coming out with a copy of the Iwata one, where it's similar to this one, of course, but it's got the bigger tip, and it's a little more like the Iwata H2, whatever it is. I don't have the numbers, the 408 or whatever. And they displayed it at the SEMA show I seen, and that's like way cool. And of course, this is the only other problem. You know, you gotta pour it out. You gotta clean it for the next thing. That's the only thing. That's the advantage. That's the advantage of having all the different cups already ready to go. Give me a rag right there. I'm already making a mess on my sign. So you gotta clean it out.
Can you buy the cups separate?
Huh?
Can you buy those cups separate?
I doubt it. Little cups, but the problem is you would steal. So Rudy's asking, can you buy these cups separate? And I'm not sure, but let's see. Manuel said, I was looking for it tonight. Saw a demo on Time Warp. So which one was which one was Adam demoing tonight? And this, so this is usually what I use. So this is the Iwata, just the Neo from Iwata. It's the $69 one from Hobby Lobby if I am going to be shooting. And of course it comes with the cup. So let's say when you do this one, of course you're able to, you can buy a bunch of extra cups. Now I'm just giving you guys different options. Then you can have all the colors mixed in the cup ready to roll. Literally plug it in. Have one with thinner in it. Have one of these with thinner in it. Plug it in. Clean the gun out. Clean the gun out real quick. Switch your color. You're ready to go. You know, at this one you kind of got to, which I mean still, I mean, it's not that much work, but. Okay, so saw last week the Avante. Yeah, I've heard about that one. Saw the video last week, the Avante one. That's my son's name, my youngest son, Avante. That's funny. So now I'm gonna put in the root beer brown. And the next thing is trying to, I need something to be able to set it down. To be able to set it down. That's the only next problem. So And it's pretty quick coverage. Boom, boom, boom. And we'll leave that at that just because it's up against that lime green. And then I'm going to clean this out real quick. And then we're going to do the violet. You guys are getting behind the scenes with this head one. My shaky butt. Yeah, and that's my plan, is to sell everything with the, like say with the airbrush, with the whatever, a gun. Eventually towards just everything you need to make the job happen, especially for all you that are getting started. The larger size on it makes it great for pearls too. Quick little clean. Like I said, definitely need something to set it in. Like I say, this is kind of all about scaling it down to where you're conserving on paint. Because usually, like I say, with me with the bigger guns, it's you know, you're wasting a little bit more. And like I say, I kind of don't, I mean, I do care. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't care. But, you know, I'm just trying to show you guys. So it's kind of like I don't care, but it's like I do care. So let me see. Hold this, Rudy. It's the only thing, like I say, I need a mount. Those are things I need to figure out. We're going to tape, just trying to complete our little color wheel here. And then we'll move on for what we're doing. I'm not going to try to keep you guys a whole bunch tonight either, but we're going to try to tape something on a board. And I just shoot right on the edge of the masking tape. And this would be the violet, which violet is basically part magenta, part purple to make violet. And it's one of my favorite colors, honestly. I mean, you gotta have that. And let me tell you, I don't have that much of this one. Like I said, I have enough to make like 10 kits. I probably only have enough for 5 kits complete with the violet. So if I sell out of those other ones, I'm gonna have, it's first come, first serve. Whoever gets the first ones, I'll just have to give you guys something in exchange if you're buying the complete kit. And if you do want just some separate colors, let me know, hit me up. Which I forgot to leave my number on I forgot to leave my number, what do you call it, on the link tonight. But you can find it on last week's, my phone number. And a lot of you guys have my phone number. You know me, like everybody on here, you guys know. You know, if you have a question, I always get back to you guys. And if I don't right away, man, I will. Boom, nice. Violet right there. Boom, boom, boom. So that kind of finishes our little color wheel. I'm going to kind of come through this one more time, just right here. A little more color in there over that one. We'll even come a little bit right here over that. I think we mixed kind of blue and purple last week right there. Boom, boom, boom. So there's that. So now I'm gonna set this down. Yeah, if you want to move, of course, before Rudy moves it, you know, this is back, you know, kind of just, this is every color I offer. Root beer brown, lime green, organic green, teal, and I even made a bitter, you know, this is the teal I'd made for all the crosses and stuff. I made a better teal than this one. And of course, oriental blue, cobalt blue, of course, purple, same thing. I think the purple I made is better than the one that I made for the crosses. Got the candy magenta, tangerine orange, the candy gold with the touch of orange in it already boosted. Of course, candy apple red. And then of course, these were us just kind of magenta with the purple over it, kind of seeing what we could come up with, you know, last week. And then of course, violet. So there's that. And then let me set this down. So I think, yeah, move that. Unplug this real quick. So boom, let's see here. Retro Signs, love and respect, brother. Appreciate that. Definitely. Harbor Freight has an airbrush stand. Pretty cheap. I'm going to definitely have to get that, man. Let's see. Harbor Freight has airbrush. Okay, holders. Thank you, guys. Lisa, sorry you are late. You are fired, Lisa. We've already talked all about you. Just kidding. But I was telling them, you're one of the first ones to get the kit. My brother Steve, another one. Let me just brag on this, too. Lisa, she's almost got everything. Almost everything she needs. She's put together a homemade booth. I mean, talking with zippers and Velcro and got it all set up. She's got everything she needs, except for she's waiting on the clear and some more Velcro. And she's ready to rock and roll. She took the class in Kansas City, Missouri. And I'm excited to see what she did. She did an awesome sign with the Oldsmobile emblem on it, with a bunch of fades going through the middle. She taped like a little rim at the bottom like a Dayton, and then she did one of the cool stencils around the sides in kind of greenish blues. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she comes up with. My brother Vince, good. I got them, brother. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the support, man. Really. And thank you for the tip, too. I appreciate it, man. That means a lot. I appreciate you guys. Like I say, I'm going to really do my best to be consistent every Thursday from now on. I know some of you guys are like, man, I'm on the same time as Adam. Man, and I hate to do that too. If I could do a Tuesday night, I would. And of course, it's Thursdays like one of the only free nights I have too, just because of other stuff. And Thursday is like kind of the ideal night. And of course, you guys know me. Adam's one of my good friends. A lot of respect for him. Of course, Time Warp. So definitely love him, and he's all for it, man. It's back to that. There's no competition, man. It's all about, it's really about you guys expanding. You know, just more people is what it's about. You know, this was really to the point where it was a dying art, and it's cool to see all you guys wanting to continue it. So honestly, I don't know what I'm doing tonight, but I didn't come in with a plan. Lisa says, I'm excited this time. I want more lowrider designs in these. Boom, boom, boom. Can we get a Casanova style pattern night? Yeah, I could definitely do that one of the nights for sure. That's definitely a little bit different. And I'm gonna be doing some. We're gonna get into some more advanced as well. You know, guys. A little overspray on. I need to turn on that thing. But
Put boom, boom, boom back in the back of the shirts.
What now?
Man, say put boom, boom, boom on the back of the
Yeah, boom, boom, boom on the back of the shirts. That's a good one. Definitely, man. Boom, boom, boom. I got. And then what was last week? Was cockadookey. Last week was the word for last week. So let me bring this a little closer. I know what do you guys think about this thing on my head? I mean, you guys don't see it, but it moving around a lot. Does it bother you guys? Or was it better with it staying stable? You know, it's just a little bit darker. you know, just to show you guys, I had that set up here, and the light, the camera comes down and it kind of, the light kind of, it blocks it, so it seemed like it was a little bit darker. I'm gonna try to figure out some other stuff, a little bit more light too, to where, you know, it's a little bit more light to where you guys are really able to see. But I want to try to get you guys to where you're literally in with me doing the piece I'm doing, and you're not like 40 miles away, you know? So, like I say, you're getting to see behind the scenes. Usually we have all this stuff stashed to the side. Of course, and I'm pretty, what do you call it with you guys? Pretty transparent. You know what I mean? You guys get to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I mean? No, the view and the lighting is great tonight. Good, good. Brother Jerry, it seems to work great, bro. Gary, it's working good, bro. And thank you for the support too, Gary. Look forward to seeing what you end up doing. I know you wanted me to do like a dark blue with some patterns on it. I know that's a lot going on, man. I'm sorry, brother. And of course, you know, you guys please request some things like Homeboy said, Casanova, that style. I'm going to do some of the circles, you know, some of the hook and curls. We'll be doing some of those. We'll be doing some ribbons. You know what I mean? All the different styles of ribbons. So like I said, I want to try, you know, you guys got anything that you want me to try to show, just let me know. And of course, we're not going to do a whole board tonight, honestly. So I don't even know why I'm even going to frame it. But definitely, so I'm just going to come in and going to kind of wing it. So we're going to come in with 1/4 inch 3M. Then I'm going to come in with an 1/8 inch. Like I say, we're just winging it on the fly tonight. Boom. Now, of course, need my trusty dusty razor blade. If I got one of those, Rudy might have to grab one for me. Thank God for Uncle Rudy. I think they're that way. Oh yeah, and then one more thing too, guys. I'm sorry I haven't posted. Yeah, the water bubbles. We can definitely do that. Definitely still got spots for that Kansas City Royals plaque. I haven't posted this on Facebook, so it's like there's still quite a few spots left. If any of you want any of the spots for that piece, it's the 12 by 32 inch Kansas City Royals that I did live two months ago. There's all these numbers left, so let me know if you want to get a spot. 20 bucks a spot, 25 spots. So now I'm going to come in. There's been so much going on. I'm coming in. I always rest that razor blade up against and drive it along the side there.
Number 9.
All right, number 9, brother. Mark that on there, Rudy. Man, I appreciate it. Man, you'll definitely appreciate it, brother. So now, you know, with me, I always try to break it up. We could have used 1/4 inch to do this one too. And instead, you know, I try to do this, and then we'll do 1/4 inch up here. So now I'm going to come in with the J tape on this side. Man, I appreciate you guys. I thank you for the love. And of course, this one I'm going to come up kind of here. And then we'll swoop it skinny here. Kind of like that there. And this is sometimes you got to do it, and then you got to kind of undo it, redo it, depending on what's going on. Boom. You can do that there, and then actually swoop it back out fat right there. Or we could have just, there's several things. Like I say, there's no rules to this. This could have just went and ended at a point there. You know, we'll do that actually, but you seen where I kind of went fat too. Man, Rob lays that down. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Brother Steve. Boom, boom, boom. Then let me grab some J-tape 1/8 inch. And let me tell you, it makes a difference when you got 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch. It's something you really don't notice if you're just looking at it when it's all said and done, but it makes a difference. All those little details make a difference, just like doing the whites. Just like doing the whites. So now this one, you can come fat. We could come fat and go to skinny since I went to kind of like, you know, I kind of to right there since we're going fat. Like I say, this is just kind of our base, our theme pattern for this. So you got that there. And then you're just going to build up of this, honestly. Building up. Hey, Rob, it's John Cerna. John Cerna's birthday. Happy birthday, my brother John. John in the house, my brother. Longmont in the house. Let's all wish Brother John a happy birthday. John's one of my good friends. Colorado family. Up in Colorado, I have an extended family like Maria and Jay. So many people, same thing, Lloyd. We got quite a few people. That's my Colorado family. Then we got the Kansas area, Iowa family, all around that area. And then we got a Texas family, like my brother Gary. Quite a few people from the Texas area. And then we got all the stragglers from everywhere else. And of course, we got the Albuquerque family, New Mexico family. Appreciate you guys. So now we're going to build up for this. Now this one, back to this. And this is like I say, I do a center and then we just build out. Or we crisscross through or whatever you end up doing. So now this next one, I'm going to do. And you could do it literally 1/8 of an inch away. You could do it. I always like to do it to where a 1/2 inch masking tape will be able to fit right in between. And that just ends up your usual. That way you know not every job is like different. And I'm not saying that in a crazy way. I mean, you want every job to be different, but you want it to always work to where it's like simplified, making your job a little easier. And of course, we're going to swing through. We can swing through just where it swings through here. And there's several things we could do. This could drop down through here. This could go up through here. You know, I'm going to make it go through this. And honestly, we could make it swing up here. We'll make that swing up, but let me get the swing right. So we'll try that. Like I said, I'm just winging it today. Definitely, we're just winging it. So now I'm coming in. We're going to come in, same thing. A little bit fat up here with that. We're going to swing down skinny into this. And then honestly around this, I'm going to fatten it back up. So we'll fatten it back up some. Then I'm going to come over here. And this is where we're going to get some crisscross through. So honestly, this one, I'll be able to just literally come up this back to the 1/2 inch. About a 1/2 inch away method. I'm going to come in right here. We're going to slice it right here. Slice it, dice it. Chop it, drop it. Boom, there. And now this here, like this one here, we can make it, you can make it literally go across this, or we can make it go under. I always try to utilize, because you don't want to get yourself into a bunch of work. If we were to listen to this, folks, so if we were to make this one go across this one, what we'd have to do is cut out here, cut out here, cut out here, cut out here. Easy enough, right? But the thing is, when you're peeling it, when you're taking it off and you're doing your shading, the problem is you got this green light, the green line is trapped underneath this. The tan is trapped underneath this 1/8 inch. So what you're going to have to do is cut it, lift it up when, you know, to shade. Same thing here, same thing here. And I hope I'm not confusing you guys. You're gonna have to lift it up, and then when you untape all of this, there's still gonna be the masking tape underneath this. That's 3 times the work. Instead of utilizing, this one's already crisscrossing over it. And then of course we can cut it there, cut it here. But there's times where you want it to go right through that, and it's gonna look a lot better, and you don't mind spending the extra time. But like I say, this one's gonna look like it's going underneath it. My brother E. Brown, Rob, do you sell those stickers on your website? No, I don't, my brother. I don't. I only have a few left, honestly. Brother Chris in the house, Cincinnati. I think I only have like maybe 5 of those stickers left, my brother. Hit me up separate, and definitely if you want one, I'll send you one out, my brother E. And now same thing here. And then this too, we could have went, this one could have went, we could have divided this up. In fact, you know what? I will. Watch. We're going to just, like I say, we're just winging it today. You know, just to give you an example, this is what I could have done. We could just do this. Give you an example. We're going to end at a point. This would be more like, all of this would be kind of 80s style. Okay, right? I would cut it here. I would cut it there. And then we can make this one go through and under. Right? Boom. Cherry. But we're going to divide it up. So like I said, I'm going to go there. And then now I'm going to come in. I'll come back. We'll come back with the 1/8 inch here. And in fact, so let me swing it this way. And of course, this is back to where I like to move things to make it easier. You always want to make it easier to do your job. Gary Hill, so you're going to cut extra to get paint where the tape was to the patterns come up against each other. Exactly. You're trying to save work, brother Gary. Like I say, this, if you see here, you know, it's easy because we're just cutting here, and you're just going to be able to lift this up there to do the black shading for the in and out. But if I was to cut this through, then what it would do, it would trap some tape underneath there, and it's just making double work for you. But gotta say, sometimes just because it looks so cool to have this line go through there, it would benefit just for the look of it to go through all of that. I'm just trying to tell you, utilize, try to save cutting, try to save all of that. It just makes it easier if you're doing whatever is the first one taped. You're always going to cut out. I'm just trying to simplify and make it a little easier for you guys. So now I'm coming in with this over here. Same thing. This is going to kind of come off this, but I am going to use, instead of the tan, the green 3M. I'm going to swing this around. And then we will, in fact, I'm going to go, we'll kind of swing it over this way. Let me kind of get a good little swing. We'll see if that works. Leave that there just for a second. Now I'm going to flip this around real quick. See what we kind of got there. Okay, that'll work, and it'll start making sense to you guys in a second. So now this one I am going to cut. And I'm going to show you guys now what I'm talking about, what I'm trying to explain. So, and this, really listen, if you guys are able to listen to what I'm saying on this one. So this right here, let me see if I cut that. And I still got to run one line around this, so I'm just pausing this for a second. So this here, the trick I just showed you here, it's not even a trick, it's just to make it easier. I would just cut right here, I would cut here, I would cut here, and then take that out. And then this pattern is going over it. This one is going under it. But let's say you want this one to go over this one, to where you got over and under. And like I said, it's hard to tell till this is all sprayed and it makes sense. Then we would cut here, literally cut here. And I'm going to explain to you why this is triple the work, plus you're razor blading a bunch of extra, and you shouldn't have to. And of course my shaky butt. Okay, back to like I always tell you guys, if I can do it, you can do it. So you take this out. Now this is where you got to listen to me. So cool, looks cool like that, ready to go. But the problem is when all of this is sprayed, you're ready to peel these two lines back to do the black shading. The problem is you're gonna have to go in and cut. You're gonna have to go in and cut, peel it back, do the shading, and then when you take out this tape, you're gonna have the sliver of tape behind there, the sliver of tape behind there, which is no big deal. You gotta pluck it out. It's just a little extra work. And you could have made it a little bit easier by doing it this style, to where this one was laid first, this was over it. It's just easy to cut, boom. When it's time to do the black shading here, it's already just cut ready. You just lift that up, you do your black shading. Same thing here, you do your black shading, and you move on. It's a lot less work. And then the problem is, this, depending on, this could end up really looking super dirty up close just because of all the cuts, how much you stretched the tape. You know what I mean? If you stretch the tape or vinyl even, something, it'll pull here, and you'll see little weeble wobbles. And it's not like everybody can see it. I'm just giving you guys like in there, somebody that's being really picky, which you should. Let me tell you guys, man, when you're doing a job, and if you just untape it and you don't clean your leak throughs, you don't clean some of these things I'm telling you about, that'll make you or break you. Man, people see that stuff and it looks sloppy, it looks dirty. Take the time, everybody. Take the time to literally go back with the razor blade. If you got a leak through, let's say you turned something pretty, something you turned, some candy leak through, go back, clean it with the razor blade. I'll go back when all the tape's off. I will scrape it like a doctor. I'll scrape it, clean it, get all those little bleed throughs cleaned up. If there's places where, that seep through, I'll try to go back and clean up all those things. That makes it or breaks it. You know what I mean? So here we got this. So besides all of that, now I'm going to flip this back and we'll finish off what I had going on here. So now I'm going to come in with the 3M 1/4 inch. And I'm going to come in, we will come in with the point. Like I say, this would be more like 80s style, which, man, we need to really do some of that, man, with some of the cool mini truck style. And then I always do a little bit fatter. We'll do it fatter around the turn. We'll kind of see what we got going on. I'm going to actually turn it this way now. I always want to do it to where you're comfortable. Slowly start expanding it out, expanding it out, expanding it out. Let's see. Like I say, this is basically my method when I'm doing something. I mean, it's like, man, you come up with your theme, that's your first line, and then you just start expanding on it. And then it's like you got to figure, okay, what do I want it to do here? What do I want here? And of course, we'll do a little bit more of a swing. You don't want it looking choppy. It might take you several times. Don't beat yourself up to make those turns. I'm talking several times. And then even there'll be times where you've tried so many times that tape has lost its stick. You've kind of deformed the tape some. I have the Iwata, works great. Got a nice fan. Which one is it, my brother Juan? Is that the H2? What's the number on that? I know I've been trying to look. Those are like, man, 300 to 400 bucks if it's the one that I'm thinking of. So now I'm swinging this around. I want to get that right curvature. Okay, so we'll do to about right there. And then I'm gonna pluck this off about right there. We're still kind of experimenting. So now I'm going right there with that. Now I'm gonna come in. Thank you, my brother John. Now I'm gonna come in about right here. I'm gonna swing this out. We'll kind of swing it out like that there. And then this one, I'm gonna swing it a little bit tighter. A little bit tighter. And then this one, man, do I want to go skinny to fat? This is all stuff, man, when you're just coming up, you're like, okay, some of the angles won't look right. And it's one of those things. I'll tape it, untape it, you know what I mean? I just got a swallowtail from Great Airbrush. How much was that one, my brother Eli? I'll have to look that up. I don't exactly know what that is. So we could go from skinny to fat. This is just giving you guys an example. So kind of fat to there, skinny to this way, and I kind of wish this one, this is where it's like, I wish it would have ended up a little bit. Let me see. Let me change. This is to where like, I'm going to get it to where like I'm happy with the ending here. Okay, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to actually come a little bit fatter. I'm going to come to the point there. So we'll do that there. And now what we're going to do is cut. And always press down. Always press down. Slice it, dice it. Boom. Same thing here. Boom. If I can do it, you can do it. Shaky Jake. Boom. So now we got, I don't know what keeps, oh, it's this table. It's a bunch of stuff on it, a bunch of cockadookie. It is a good one. So now we got that. That's actually looking pretty cool. And then here we go here. So this would be an ideal spot. Now listen to me, folks. This right here, because we got this one going over both of these patterns. The technique I was telling you, I mean, to really make it look good, we want it to go over one and under one. The easy way out of this, which it would look cool and nobody would really be able to tell the difference. This is just when you're trying to really go the extra mile on things, and you know, it's things sometimes other artists or other people won't even see. You know what I mean? So what we're gonna do here, like I say, so I'll have this one. We will have this one actually, we'll have this one go over. So I'm gonna cut here. I'm gonna cut here. I'm gonna cut here. I'm gonna pluck it out. Boom. Like I say, that one's going over that one. Now this one is gonna go under. And this is gonna be the easy one when we're all said and done and spraying it. This one's gonna be the pain in the butt where I gotta cut it out, lift it up. And it's not like it's that much extra work, but like I say, it does end up, it's not as clean. It will stretch. And there's just no way of getting out of it. It will stretch sometimes. If you stretched this line, you pulled it, it will pull this whole line slightly. Not enough to where it's like crazy. But summertime, certain vinyl, it'll pull it and you'll see a wobble in it. So like I say, if you can avoid it, avoid it. Yeah, the Swallowtail gut's an 8-hole airflow tip. So the paint flows greatly. Awesome. Model car, what's happening, my brother Chris? How's my brother Blast doing? He's doing good, my brother Chris. Doing good, man. How about you? How's Cincinnati, brother? How's the weather out there, my friend? My brother Chris, he took the class here in Albuquerque, flew all the way out here. Man, like I say, you guys are all family. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Really appreciate you guys, man. So you can kind of see this is cool. This is kind of, like I say, kind of the 80s style. And it's really just building up of this. So, I mean, really, like, what's next? Like, say up here, it's really just building up, not trying to make it too complicated. And you don't want it to look too funky, even though there's a balance. How do I put it? You don't want it. So like, even up here, we can just back to the 1/2 inch gap. On this one, I'm literally just going to go to right here. And then I'm going to come in with the 1/8 inch J tape. And all of this tape you guys can get on my website. There's a link in the description. Everything is in stock. I appreciate you guys for supporting. Small business is huge. So that one too, I'm just back to that. Just coming up there. I'm going to come in. I'm going to slice this. Flip it. And then same thing with razor blades, guys. Let me tell you, these razor blades ain't like they used to. They last so long and you got to replace them. Snow a little so far. Most awesome class will be at your next one for sure. Well, let me tell you, I got somebody hitting me up, Chicago. They already have a shop that they're offering me in Chicago. So Chicago area, trying to get me to go up there around May something, around when the original Lowrider show is going to be up there. So I'll let you guys know. Not 100% sure on that yet, but definitely will let you guys know, because I got to say, next year is going to be crazy. They're going to try to do everything they can. Every pandemic you can think of, cyber attack, anything they can do. So, and of course, I mean, that doesn't mean we stop our life and quit living because we think something's going to happen, but definitely got to be prepared. So then same thing here, swinging that one there. In fact, this one could go skinny and then I could go fat this direction. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do that. These are things you do on the fly. Yes, much closer to you. Chi-Town. Isn't it called the Windy City? I'm loving the tape, by the way. Those boards I showed, man, I did some, man, I appreciate it too, John. Really good on those boards too, brother. I appreciate it, man. Brother John is over there, Daytona Beach area, Florida. Man, it's cool. There's everybody. We're talking, the farthest two people would be John, which would be Florida. And then the farthest person would be my brother Vince, Cars and More, probably Seattle area. That's quite a stretch. That's literally point A to point one direction to another direction. So now we got that skinny there. Now I'm going to go, if you see my theme, I always do to where it's skinny, fat, to skinny, to fat, fat to skinny, to fat to skinny, you know, fat to skinny, fat to skinny. We got a little theme here going. So up here, just to throw it off, like I say, I'm going to go fat to skinny. Huh? The candies are going for, the 2 ounce is $10 a bottle. It's $120 for the whole set. The 4 ounce is, I think $220 a set for 12 colors. The 8 ounce is $430 for a whole set. And then I have white, black, a little reducer, and a little base coat clear for $60. Those 4 for $60. And honestly, if somebody buys a set tonight of any of those, the 8 ounce ones, I'll throw in the black, the balancer binder, the reducer, the white and black, the reducer, and the binder and balancer for free. That's a $60 value. How's that, guys? And like I say, I only have enough to make, I'm going to say I only have enough to make 5 sets with the brown, the violet in that set. And I have enough to make 10 sets, I think, with everything in it. So, and it's on the website. Like I say, I'll throw those in, $60 value. So there we got that. Boom, boom, boom. We're just kind of adding to it. And then, and like I said, I don't want to keep you guys too late tonight. We're going to kind of, let me see what else I can kind of add to this. And there's so many things we could do with this. This is just me kind of giving you guys a little tape demo. Man, we could literally go in each one of these if we were going with 80s mini truck style, which I definitely want to do that for sure, but not tonight, like I say, because we would have to. I know, when are you putting out the clear? I'm hoping soon, John, really soon, man. It's just a process, brother. Oops, my head thing came off. Done popped the, sorry guys. My head thing done fell off. Okay, so back once this focuses again. There we go. So there's so many things I want to kind of explain to you guys. So many things we could do. Like I say, if we had a bunch of time, man, we could tape each one of these up. We could do something cool in it. You know, like I got a bunch of those stencils I need to put on the website too. A bunch now. Just haven't had time. Even the colored flake. You know, same with that. It's like, man, I have all these colors ready to go to. It's just I haven't had a chance to post them, to bottle them up and to get them posted. But all the stencils to where we could do something in each one of these designs, and then same thing here, we could do something in here. Like I say, tonight I'm just trying to show you guys a little bit of some taping. And then with this even, we could come back. So with this here, you come back with, let's say, like, in fact, you know what, let me go still one more time. Let me go with, I don't want to start doing half-inch right away. Brother Chris, this pattern is off the chain. Appreciate you, my brother. Hocus focused. There you go. So now same thing, half an inch gap. And that just makes it easy. Once you get you like what you do every time, like these half-inch gaps, it makes it easier to mask it up. It makes it easier each time to separate lines instead of just winging it every time. You'll end up with like your own little set of rules. I don't really want to say rules, but just the way you do things. And honestly, this is just a standard half-inch is kind of the standard. And like I say, there is no rules. So we'll do that there. If I like that curve. And sometimes I'll just keep the tape here. You know what I mean? So I'll just keep the tape there because I'm not positive of what I'm doing. And then here we go here too. Do I want to go skinny? I've been going fat, skinny, fat. You know what I mean? Let's start skinny. In fact, I'll actually start with the point. So we'll just go there. Like I say, it might take a couple times for me to figure out exactly what I'm doing. And I could go fat there. Into skinny there. And then it's one of those things you look at it and you're like, you know what? Nope. I don't like it. Or yes, I do like it. Let's go with it. And tonight that's going to be a no. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to do fat here. And we're going to make it to skinny. One more time. So you get that perfect gap. So then I'm coming in skinny there. And then we'll expand it fat here. And then it's how am I going to end it? is the next thing. So it's kind of all up in the air. I appreciate it, Jim. So we'll do that there. Always press those down. Like I said, you could do all kinds. I mean, we could literally come around here, swing it this way. Sometimes, man, stuff can get ridiculous. You want to, you know, we all have this little rule book in our own head. You know what I mean? And it's one of those things where it's like, how do I put it, man? Some things can look stupid. You know what I mean? And I don't say that to discourage any of you guys. I'm talking my own personal self. So it's like, man, it's like, okay, this didn't kind of go with, it kind of didn't swing around right. Or you just kind of left it where it looks like unfinished. That's probably the best way to explain it to you guys, where it looks like, man, that kind of just didn't look like it ended right. You know what I mean? So those are things you have to kind of compete with yourself. And I hate to say, I want to tell this to all you guys, especially like all you guys, man, doing this. You know, your biggest critic is yourself. Honestly, that's huge, huge. I mean, your biggest critic is going to be yourself. You got to think, like I always tell you guys, man, I could probably do just whatever and people would like it. And I'm not saying that with conceited or prideful attitude. It's like most people, it's just like, man, they don't understand sometimes the extra time we put into things because we care about what we're doing. And you know, it's going the extra mile, and people don't get it. It's like a battle, the battle of your own mind. You guys get me? Especially, you know, everybody, you guys that are, you know, it's like, man, you're sitting there trying to figure out a pattern. Man, tape's been twisted about every direction you can think of. It's like, man, you don't want it kind of looking like everything else. You want it, your own little twist on it. And it's really a battle. And like I say, you would think I would just come out, just start, you know, and like tonight I am just kind of winging it. And it's, you know, it's sometimes it works out really good. And sometimes you're like disappointed in what you came up with, you know, and you can't beat yourself up. And here we go again too. So here, this one goes here. Right? So we could either cut it and it goes behind that, or we could swing it through, which honestly, this one would be good to cut through. It's just going to be, like I say, double work. It would have been better for me to cut it to where it was going underneath it. It would have worked out easier in the long run, been a lot cleaner, a little less work. But I'm kind of showing you guys for an example. So that one's going to literally go underneath it. It's over it. That one goes underneath it, over it. So let's see. Peeps got to realize how much of a mind game and super detailed, long hours of precision taping. It's all in the tape job. It is, man. It really is, Chris. So we got that there. That's looking pretty cool. And like I say, I don't want to keep you guys too long, but I definitely want to spray this. We'll go over this with some color. It's not going to be full what it could be, but like I say, if we had time tonight, man, we'd tape up this, do something cool here. We could do something inside, mask all of this up. Like I say, utilize everything in there. In fact, man, you know what? I mean, it's like one of those things, 926, who started it, boom, boom, boom. Let's see. I know some of you guys, man, East Coast. So you know what? Okay. So I'm going to, we'll come in with some of these. Boom, boom, boom. Rock on, Rob. Chris said, yeah, rock on. And I bet most of you guys, how many people have to work tomorrow? I know a lot of people are off. So here I am here. So here we go too. This is back to the, I'm masking all of this up. Listen to this, guys. So we could just sit here and mask like usual. I mean, there's multiple ways that we could mask this up. Hey, Rudy, go get me, oh, never mind. Here's some. We could just mask all this up with 3/4 inch, call it a day, spray that and whatever. But you know me, I try to, if we're gonna mask, why don't we come in with that 1/2 inch? Coming in with 1/2 inch. This will be one little fade through there. We could shoot with white if we were doing that, which not really gonna do that tonight. But then this one, same thing, we're gonna utilize this. If I'm gonna mask it, why don't I make a design out of the first step of masking? You know what I mean? So this will be a nice little shade like you guys see I usually do. So boom there. Same thing, just gonna come right here. Boom. So that's that. That would be the last one that I taped. And now I am gonna come back and actually mask it to fill it in. Filling it in. And like this too, this is a little bit of the higher end J tape, 3/4 inch. Honestly, I like to use the cheaper for just stuff like this. Like I got the 3M, the super, the cheapest of cheapest 3Ms. I got some J tape in there. Hey Rudy, if you would, could you go get me, there's the sleeve, the big long sleeve of J tape. It's right there next to all those green 3Ms. Get me one of those rolls. Because it's a little thinner, easier to tear. Like this is real, this one right here is real thick. It's the higher end. So there we got that there. I'm gonna just continue though here with this one. I'll try to do it. And this one we're just masking up to protect it. Try to tear as much as possible so you're not cutting a bunch. You see them way up there? That's that sleeve that's way up. Yeah, there you go. Jerry. Yeah, this is like the super low end J tape. Man, like every tape has got its purpose. Every tape has got its purpose, and this is not some tape you would want to keep on a job forever. I mean, this is literally, I tape borders with this. I tape just, it's super thin. It's, I forget what it is as far as heat. You know, it's not top rated, but it has a purpose. You know what I mean? You don't want to be using, I mean, my favorite tape, honestly, this is my go-to 3M. The green one is the best tape there is as far as 3/4 inch masking tape. Man, if you're taping up chrome, listen to this. If you're like not taking a car completely apart and you want to, you're keeping on some chrome moldings, you know, I'm just giving an example. You want to protect the molding, you're wet sanding, you can put this on there, wet sand, it will stay on there and it will come off instead of all the glue coming off when you wet sand. Most like the yellow tape, if you keep it on, and especially it's wet and you keep it on overnight, man, it's gonna, all the adhesive is gonna stay on. This one will come off pretty easy. I got a bunch of this too. And then back to this, super generic, super cheap. This would compare to 3M, this one, to the white one. Super cheap, thin, you know, it has a purpose. We're not using it on everything. So now I got that one ready, boom, boom, boom. We're gonna move right along. Just trying to give you guys a little wisdom in some areas there. And now same thing, coming in with the 1/2 inch. So we have a little detail. Boom, 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 swing it around. Boom. Then I'm gonna swing this around. This will be the accent point. This one we will be shooting a fade right along that inner edge there. So you don't care if it wrinkles on that inside. You just want to make sure that all these are straight. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to swing this around here. And if you're going to cut like this, we're going to need to cut with the razor blade. So you're better off swinging it to where you're cutting on your 1/4 inch right there versus trying to guess cutting through the 1/8 inch. Less risk of slicing, missing the line, especially when you got people like me super shaky. You know what I mean? And then this, of course, you can just put there, lift up. I mean, there's areas you can do that. Like I say, this, of course, got a steel cut right there. Boom, I'm going to press that down. And then, of course, this goes through this. So you want to have everything prepped and ready. So you're not like, everything is taped, ready to go. As you're untaping, it's like just coming apart real nice. So now back to that. Here we are. We're just going to fill in real quick. I'm going to fill in this one here. Boom. Boom. You want to make sure you ain't got no leakers right there. Same thing here, a little bit right here. I will have to cut there. In fact, this one, I'm better off getting back to this. Every tape has a purpose. Here we go, generic 1/2 inch, 3M. Generic, right through there. Boom, real easy to tear, really lightweight. Boom, right there, not thick. Why waste the good stuff on something you're gonna be taking off right away? Unless it's going to stay on there forever. Like I've had jobs that, man, the tape has got to stay on there for a long time. I mean, and depending on summer, heat, weather, you know what I mean? See how I tried to tear that one to where it's like I didn't even have to cut it and just come in. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Okay, let me make sure that's good, that's good, that's good. Fat lac. Is that the 233? No, it's not, my brother. This is like, let me tell you though, I call it cartel tape, the 233. Rudy can laugh, man. I still have a bunch of 1/2 inch, the 233. I really love the 233 too, brother. Man, when they discontinued that kind of for a minute, and the green tape had came out, I don't know if you remember that. Man, that was, whew, let me tell you, man, that would have been like 1998, 99 when they came out with this. We were all pissed. This green tape was crap. Let me tell you why. You would do a fade, listen to me. You would do a fade and it would leave, when you shot the 3 shades, it would leave the skin. It would leave the skin. If you get me the skin of the tape in the fade, it would like static. It was weird. So man, all of us were like, all of us were like hunting for the 233 and I mean trying to buy. I literally had the paint rep over here in Albuquerque buying cases for me all over the United States. Let me tell you, brother, and when that ran out, somehow they switched the formula. Now this is like my favorite. I mean, I like using it, you know, as far as that, the J tape. But like I say, this is just the I don't even know the number, the 2307. I mean, it's low end. In fact, the paint rep that used to get all the tape for me gave me cases of this. And I mean, this is just stuff I've had left over. So now, same thing, gonna come in. And of course, back to this, every tape has a purpose. I still want to use the better tape for my turns and for my fades. This pattern right here is gonna be sprayed like we've been doing this whole time. Now at this point, we can overlap without cutting. Listen to this, folks. This is the whole puzzle taping. We're taping back. We're taping backwards. Now this one's already pre-taped to where we don't got to come back and cut in here. We can just keep it, unless you're doing some funky color combo, then you would. But like I say, that's a whole, you know, everything's kind of ready to go. So boom, I'm gonna come to there. I'm gonna just lift this up here. Then I'm gonna come back. We are gonna come here. In fact, I'm gonna flip this, guys. So this one here, I'm gonna do the same thing. So this one here, we're coming in. You don't care about the wrinkles on the inside. You just want your line where that fade's gonna be to be nice right along in there. So same thing, coming along here. Like I say, if I can do it, you can do it. Shaky Jake. Boom. I'm gonna come right here. Same thing. This one, I can just put and just peel it and cut it right there. Now this, I'm flipping it back over. Try to work comfortable to where you're like, the board is in a position where you can get your line straight. So same thing here. And kind of like what I said here, this is gonna have to get cut. You'd be better off putting, I could have ran the line that way and had to cut it through the 1/8 inch, but you're taking a risk. So I'm coming right through the 1/4. Boom. So that one's ready to go, but I am gonna have to cut this one out because that one's gotta go. That's our next one. Like I say, we could have just shot, let me tell you guys, we could have just shot with that airbrush through all of these patterns, called it a day, and it would have looked cool. But you know, we're kind of going through the process of doing all this taping, plus we're utilizing the first tape line that's going to actually be, and it kind of ends up looking like a bevel, you know what I mean? So, and you guys kind of see how that always turns out. And in fact, so let me go here. Boom. Yep, puzzle taping, my brother. So then this one too, I'm gonna have to cut just right here. Yeah, awesome, man. Definitely appreciate you guys, man. Man, Cordell, I appreciate you, brother, man. Definitely, I appreciate it, man. You guys need anything, appreciate you. And then now back to this. So we're coming in, and of course right here, just because it's skinny, I mean, I could sit here, we could do that, but I mean, back to this, we're gonna utilize this to where I'm not cutting with the razor blade. And this, we're just masking in. So I can just literally come to there, call it a day right there. My shaky butt. Then I'm gonna come back. We're just filling in this here. All we're doing with this is filling in. We'll have to cut that one there. Come to there. This is the cheaper J tape. There's no need to use the expensive tape for that. And of course, you always want to make sure where you got to cut. Like this one is going through, so I'm cutting right here. I'm going to cut right here. We're taping backwards. And then this one doesn't matter because it goes over it. That one's gonna get sprayed. It's all gonna get sprayed in a order, a particular order, literally last to first, backwards, as you would say. And of course this, you can just, whatever with this. I mean, it's like, man, back to that. You're just filling it in. Because say we're just, boom, try to do the least amount of taping. Like I say, some people, let me give you this other option. Some people could get out the big white masking paper tape, you know, the tape mask. You could put it over this whole thing and just cut with the razor blade. That's one method of doing it. I mean, that's not my method at all, but that's one way of doing it. but you would miss out on these half-inch fades that we're doing. You would miss out on that. And some people that'd be easier, but man, for me, you'd have to run your razor blade. You guys get what I'm talking about, right? The white mask. Will the paint stick to bare sanded wood? It depends on what it is, Linda. So let's say like there's the skateboards. Go grab a skateboard. They're in the room. A bare skateboard. It's the brand new.
Yeah.
In the plastic. Grab one, Rudy. I'll give you an example here, Linda. I'm out, brother. Hey, brother Jim. You know what? Love you, my brother. Thank you for tuning in. Merry Christmas and God bless you and your family, my brother. Keep up the good work, Jim. I'll definitely see you next Thursday, my brother. I know we got a lot of people that are way East Coast. So, Linda, here we go. So like this. This is how the skateboards come. They're just bare wood, really nice. I mean, look at that wood grain. And you know what you could do is literally sand these. They do have like a coat of varnish on them. And you could scuff and you could literally do your patterns over this. Now that's this, because it's got a coat of varnish on it. Whatever they do, you know, whatever they put on it from the, you know, when they're making these skateboards, it'll work. I've seen people will tape up and do candy transparent patterns through this, Linda, towards like, man, it shows that wood grain. And let's just say candy red over this, a pattern over the wood, candy gold over the wood. In fact, you know what? We're going to do that. We'll do that this next month, within the next month. I need to remember that. Definitely remember that, Rudy. We'll do patterns over a bare wood to kind of show you. It's basically would end up like a stain over this wood. And
Next Thursday.
it just looks amazing. Rudy said next Thursday. That just might be what we do. So, but Linda, depending on what wood you're working with, like say this MDF, you have to put like a primer sealer on it and go through all the process. It's just too porous. You know what I mean? But yeah, so Linda Brown, that will be great. I'm interested for sure. And let me tell you, with the candies over that wood grain, man, beautiful, beautiful. Brother Juan, it's a H5200. I'll definitely have to look that one up. So we got that there. So we're just filling in right here, this last little deal, and then we'll start spraying. And what's good, we took this time to do this, and we'll be able to make it look a little extra cool. And of course, here we go at this too. Like me, I hate to have to run a razor blade that whole deal, so I'll just kind of tear it. I'm gonna make sure your gaps are good there. And then over here, I might as well just break out with this 1/2 inch here, to where I don't gotta be, the 3/4 is not gonna fit right there, but it would fit up to here. I might have to put a couple little pieces. Huh? I'm not sure. That's a good one. Color-wise, we'll figure it out. And then, so one more line I got to tape up. We'll tape up this real quick up here. Slice it and dice it. So boom, coming back in with our 1/2 inch. I'm going to come to right there. And then we're going to utilize this side. And then I'm going to swing it out this way. We'll have to cut right there real quick. Boom. Okay, we got that there. I'm going to come over here, just put that there, pull that. This one will have to get cut. Okay, cherry. And then we got our last one right here. Okay, last little bit here. Of course, we can just kind of get it to there, get a little tear, and then tear it there. Okay, we're good. Make sure you don't got no leakers. I kind of always go back through, check it out. Now, Now what we're gonna do, let me kind of get some of this tape out the way. This is always a little chaos over here. Yeah, that wood deal will be way cool. I'm telling you guys, man, there's some cool stuff you can do over the wood. And like I say, the candies just, man, accent the wood grain. That's what's so awesome. And then it's cool when you do some patterns. It's back to when we used the white. We're drowning out the flake. Well, we could do some solid colors over the wood and it will drown out the wood grain and it will give some depth. One of my brothers that I really like to watch, and of course he doesn't have a YouTube channel, but is Crown Coach Works out there in California. Super good work. He has some classes too from time to time. Man, he's a pinstriper pattern guy, super awesome shader. You know, as far as his drop shadows, you know, it's like amazing. You know what I mean? And you know, like with me, I'm limited. You know, I'm a tape pattern guy, but I'm not a pinstriper. Not really too much of an airbrusher. You know, it's so I'm pretty limited. So I got to make use of what I got. You know what I mean? So now we got this. It's all taped up. You know, I kind of wish we had through a border, but we didn't. You know, I didn't think we were gonna get this crazy tonight. And of course we could have, like, you know me, usually if we had a bunch of time, I would have filled in all this space with tape. But we're gonna utilize what we got. I'm gonna, huh? Part two. Yeah, part two. No, so let me see. So what are we here? We're 9:49. How's everybody doing? We got 53 on here. We're gonna keep going. So let me see. Like, this would be really a good one. Huh? Boom, boom, boom. And let's see. And let's do, you know what? We'll do a giveaway. I'll do a Vanderslice shirt. Let's see. We got 50 on here. 50 on here. Rudy's going to pick a number between 1 and 55. The closest one wins a Vanderslice shirt. Black with your pick of the color logo. And we'll call it at 9:55. So I'm going to figure out real quick, color-wise, what we got going on. Let's see. Honestly, this would be a good one for some lace. Huh? Yeah, some lace. Let me see. Let me grab some lace. You guys are going to get to follow me into the craziness. You guys are, this is, you guys get to see all the craziness. My house that's half shop and half. Here's a whole little tape collection here. We got craziness. Got some of those pieces there. That's the one we're auctioning off. Raffling off. Then this is my crazy room. Got all kinds of materials and crosses and all kinds of stuff. Different things going on. But we're going to grab, let's see. Let's see if this is a good one. I don't know. Let's see here. We'll do that. And in fact, let me see some of these real quick. Take some of these out here. Let me grab the Easy Tack. Boom, boom, boom. So we'll do that. You guys are getting the inside scoop over here. So what we're gonna do, like I told you guys, man, this is like the best way to get your lace to lay down flat. Some Easy Tack Krylon. I mean, I could lay it on there and we could get it as good, but man, it's like, it's not the same. I always want to make sure, like this tip is kind of cockadookie. That's our word last week. Of course, you don't want to shoot yourself in the face, but you do want to get the tip, clean up the glue without cutting yourself. Of course, with my shaky butt, it's one thing I have to watch out for. It'll get a little adhesive right there. Okay.
Lace on the website.
Huh?
Lace is on the website.
I know I need to add the lace to the website. I have about, yep. It still ain't shooting right. It's one thing you don't want. You don't want to get it too sticky either. Like that's almost good enough. I'm gonna go over it one more time. Huh? No, that one's real bad right there. So now I'm getting this over here. I'm put it down. We'll see how good. You don't want to shoot too much of it. You don't want it too sticky and you don't want it not enough sticky because it's going to move on you. So this really gets it really tight because you want to be able to shoot. Man, when you're shooting lace, man, you always want to pick a lace that's got some pretty decent gaps. And if you pick some, man, I have probably about 25 things of lace that that really nice. I'm talking, I hunt for these things, Goodwill, Savers, thrift stores. You know, like you've seen a lot of the classes I have them for sale. Man, I'll hunt for some really awesome curtain style, really nice detail. But here's the thing. The more detail and smaller the holes, the more high pressure you need to shoot to get the black through the holes. You know what I mean? So like with this, back to this, I'm not going to shoot this with the airbrush because we got a lot of area here. So I am going to go, we're going to actually get my this one going real quick. And I wish I had all this stuff set up. Usually I do, but like I say, we're winging it tonight. It's been hard to find the Easy Tack at Michael's. And the other one that works, Lisa, is the Elmer's. There's Elmer's. I forget which one it is. I have that one too. Let me grab my cups. Yeah, this is it too. This is it too, Lisa. And like I said, it's better to have the low tack one, but coming back in, let me grab some cups. These are the small PPS cups. Rudy, give me the actual cup for it over there. They're over there. Yeah, there you go. These are the small ones. Just one probably. So this, boom, boom, boom. Here we go. You don't need too much. Don't want to get too crazy. Same thing, you want to make sure that this is popped down good. And like say, if you're doing a smaller area, you could definitely use the airbrush, but because this is pretty open area, and which it would work, you just have to go back over it. I just don't want to keep you guys for too long. Boom, boom, boom. 7 on them crosses. I appreciate it. Intense stuff. Loving it. So we got our black mixed up. You always want to make sure those are tight. Had some accidents, which we try to be as what would you call it, transparent here as possible. Always test your pattern. Of course, like what I say, this kind of sucks too. This table, I can see a bunch of Sullivan had leaked on it, so it's all the paint. There's every paint on this table from Thursday night. I seen that stack, laugh out loud. Yep. So same with this. I like to use black. You could go over it with candy, but then it, man, to me it just looks really muddy. So I'm going to go literally over the whole thing. Honestly, this black I should have did a little bit more black. You know, always make sure to go over it really good. You want to get paint in the holes. I wanted to keep half of it with no lace, but of course I went too far. You kind of do want to spray it with a little bit higher pressure, because you want to get paint in those little holes. Okay, so I'm going to call it at that. Now we're going to see the magic, or we're going to see the failure. Just kidding. So there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Grab that, Rudy. So we got that there. Now I'm going to in fact, we'll do this one. These are some of those cool stencils I got, man. Way cool. Brown 3M77. Walmart carries it. Boom, boom, boom. Home Depot. Some of that, the 3M77, my brother, man. Some of that, you got to really spray it from a distance, because it will stick. Leave the glue a little bit at times. I'm gonna flip this over. Boom, boom, boom. What we'll do. Let's see. Little fingerprinting. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So now just while I got this, before I start, this is huge. Before I start candying or untaping anything, I want to come in real quick. I like to come in and I like to go low pressure, kind of airbrush mode, which that definitely you could use the airbrush. I'll go around these edges just for some depth. Go around them real quick. Boom, boom, boom. That way, while it's still taped up, you're kind of giving that little bit of depth. Okay, so then, now for this, now it's like depending on what you want to do, you know what I mean? Yep, boom, 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 there we go. My little baby saying boom, boom. That's funny. That is funny. Okay, so now depending on what we're going to do, like with this, I mean, it's like we could do several things. And of course with this style, I know Rudy's over here saying root beer brown. You know, and we could do several different colors with this. This style probably needs a little bit more of some color to it.
Reds and golds.
Reds and golds. Rudy said reds and golds. And then, huh? Got you. What is it? Let's see. Okay, so we got a winning number. Yep, it's already way past the time. Wait, show me the number one more time. What is it? Let's see. 13. Is there a 13? Anybody get the number 13?
Carson Moore is 14. Martinez 11. Cody Adams 16.
We got E. Brown was 14.
Carson Moore's
First. Let's see. Yeah, he picked 14
oh, yeah.
first. Boom, boom, boom.
Again.
Sorry, Carson Moore, but E. Brown had picked that 14 first, and nobody else got 13. Nobody else has 12. Do we see a 12?
No, it's gonna be E. Brown.
That's it. So yeah, E. Brown, you're the winner, my brother. Fat lack. Yeah, yeah. Little cheater. I was just kidding. Yeah, he's got the smiley face. That's funny. That is funny. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, and like I say, because we're covering a big area, like I should have done a smaller piece tonight because we're trying to conserve on what we got. Let me boom, boom, boom with this. Let me see. Effect. Let's see what we got going on here. We got a tack rig over there, Rudy? And this is gonna move pretty quick too. All you guys that are, I know Fat Lack, he got 13, but he did it after. Lisa, next time. Okay, so now color-wise, let's see here. You got it, my brother. Congratulations. This is always my thing with colors, man. It's like, okay, we're gonna come in. Let's see. Like I said, I was just joking, Lisa. Okay, so let's see. So we're gonna pop out this bad boy. We are gonna go back to we're gonna see how good this little bad boy is. Oh yeah, and I already have I have the violet in there. You know, we'll just kind of fade it up. We're gonna see how good this little bad boy does. And of course, this would be better to have a gun with the wide fan to be doing this. Back to the gun I just was using. Like I said, I can't wait for that Pache to come in. It's a 0.0, it's a 0.8 tip. Man, I'm pretty excited to try it out. I'm hoping it'll be here. I think it showed the 28th. So I'll have it for next Thursday for sure. So I'm going to go to about there with that. In fact, we'll go a little higher. Running out. Okay. That's the only thing too, and it's tilted like this. So this is back to this. It's starting to run out. It still has paint in it, but because I'm tilted like this, so if this piece was up straight, you know, like this, we'd still be able to keep shooting. Back to that, which I might as well try to use the rest of this. We don't want it to go to waste. And then I'm going to fade with the different color up a little bit. So there it is, literally really running out. So like a little drip left there. Now let's see here. Get out there. Let me just a second. Let me get a couple of colors ready real quick, guys. Got some cups ready. Huh? Purple. No, that should work. From that to that. Pink, and we'll do. Huh? No, because it won't go. I mean, it won't crisscross with that. Except for is that? No. This one too is a little. Okay, sorry guys, trying to just real quick here. Put those lids back on that one real quick. We'll try for that, and if the only other one would be we'll try with this real quick. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Going with the purple. Pack it up again. We're going to fade from that violet to the purple. We'll kind of fade it up a little bit. Like I say, personally, this part, honestly, we really needed the bigger gun for this part. Like I say, tonight we're just playing with this gun. This will work perfect for inside these. Perfect for inside those. Yeah, sorry, the screen, I took my hat thing off real quick. Okay. Same thing, I'm going to tilt it up. Use the rest of this. Starting to kind of run out again. Okay. We'll go with a little bit of the Oriental blue. Okay. I'm gonna make sure to go over some of those little spots. Okay. So now, this next deal, I'm gonna take out the first one, the last one that was ready, which will be this one. So we're gonna untape that little section. That's that little accent, like I say, we're gonna do. And I'm going to, like I say, usually we'd shoot white right there. But just for time's sake, and just for you guys get the point, we're not going to. Yeah, it did spray pretty good, E. Brown. Not too bad. And like I say, honestly, all of that needed shot with the touch-up gun. If we're going to keep it honest, do it right away, a lot more even, quicker. You know, just kind of testing out coverage with this thing. Personally, I will not use it for something like this again on that part, but it will work perfect for all of these areas. So I'm going to go in, let's see, I'm going to, I got some pink here mixed up, which I think we will. I'll go in with the pink. We got some blue. Which actually will work out good. It's still got a little blue in there, so it's kind of making a purple. So now I'm going to come back. Except for the only problem is, like I say, I definitely need to get a stand for this. So that's the only issue.
Maybe Santa Claus will bring you one.
Huh?
Maybe Santa Claus will bring you one.
Maybe Santa Claus will bring me one. A stand for the deal. Good evening from Arkansas. What's happening, my brother? Good night. For I'm waiting for Thursday's next video. God bless you, my brother Juan. So now I'm coming in. Same with this, a little bit. The pink's starting to come through. Honestly, it's working out real good because okay, boom. Lay that down. Okay, so the next one, which will be this one. Boom, and then there's going to be this little section here too. Going to be this section here. Boom. And that, honestly, so I don't really want to go. Let me see, man. This is before put that back in there. And that's, we're gonna do a little combo. We'll mix what's left in that one with a little bit of what's mixed in that one. Of course, these paper cups are real porous. Like I say, usually we would do white for this one for the 3D effect, but like I say, it actually had instructions. It's a good one. I didn't think it did. So now this one, next thing, I shot a little bit of blue just for a little accent right there. As you guys can see, just a little accent. So this one's ready to be, same thing, peeled up here, and I should, honestly, let me peel up this one. That's gonna be our next one. Okay. Boom. Peel up this one. We're gonna be moving pretty quick now, and of course this one here. This would be something, like I say, I wish I had all the colors mixed up right away. This is attractive. Okay, so that there. I'm gonna come in. Let me see. I need a little. Where is that? Give me the little blue bottle over there. Just a little one. The little 2-ounce one. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Cobalt blue. We're winging it as we go. I'm literally just shading that fade through there. Okay. I'm gonna keep that tilted till Santa Claus brings me and Nolan, I'm using I got some that I'm selling, some ready to go, already pre-mixed candies, already mixed up. It's already got the base coat clear reducer candy in it. I've got 12 colors. It's on my website, which is in the link. So let me see here. So now we're gonna do that. We will, you kind of see that kind of looks like a bevel. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna pour this back in here. I'm gonna come back to the pink, but it's kind of mixed with the blue. In fact, in which, you know what? Actually no, we'll keep that separated. So now I'm coming back. It's still got the blue. I got to kind of work out that blue out of it. But that's all right. It'll start switching when I need it to. Kind of back to the pink. Like I say, in this design, all of this would be cool with some of the neon colors. We're just working with this tonight. Like I say, this is the candy pink kind of mixed with some of that blue. I'm not going to get too crazy with the color right there. We'll go a little bit deeper right there, and then we'll call it right there. Okay. Now the next one. Now honestly, both of these can come untaped, ready for the next shadow at the same time. So like I said, I already had this 1/2 inch. 3/4 inch taped. Boom, there. Same thing here. We got that 1/2 inch behind there, already taped. And then same thing here, I just got to get this one out. So if I'm peeling the edge off there, we don't want to lift up your actual tape line. Okay, there we go there. Now this one here, take this out here. And when you're the one taping it, you kind of know what you're doing. Like that one there is good to go. So we're gonna do this here. And then those are ready for the next little stage. And like I say, color-wise, man, there's a bunch of stuff we could have done, you know what I mean? What's up, Rob? Brother David in the house. Lunchtime now. Wow, guy. Lunchtime. That's crazy, man. And then we got Ghost Cali 1 in the house. What's happening, my brother? So now I'm going to dump. In fact, I'm going to put this one over here. Coming back with this one here for a little shade. There we go. Just for a little accent shade right there. Same thing here. We're a 1/2 inch. We're utilizing that 1/2 inch, like I said, masking. Same thing here. I'm gonna just shoot there. I'm gonna shoot here. A little bit right there. A little bit right there. Then I'm gonna come back. This is with the blue. I'm kind of going over that pink just to kind of turn it purple. A little bit. So boom, boom, boom. A couple more coats right there. You can kind of get in there. Like I say, we're just kind of testing this gun tonight. Okay. So there we go with that. Now this step, and this is the last, and then we're gonna do just the shading, the in and out, and then we'll be done. And I'm not gonna clear it tonight. I'll wait to clear it. Kept you guys already long enough. It's definitely been already a long day, and I know some of it late for some. That's crazy, my brother David, man. You're like lunchtime, huh? We got Jesse B. Can you move your camera up? Yeah, let's see. I don't know if that helps any. Let me know. It takes a minute for my voice to match up with the video. No, that's too much, I think. How about that, Rudy? Oh yeah, because it's like... I get you. Thank you for the education. Blessing from Colorado. Thank you, my brother Michael. Camera up. I can only see half of your beautiful work. I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, I see now. It looks way better. I moved the camera up some. So now we're on the last little... The color, hopefully I didn't move it too far. I might have moved it too far. Let's see. You know what, Rudy? You probably were right. Give me some of that teal. Pour me just a little bit. Shake it first. Yeah. And then pour me just a little in a cup. Huh? Yeah, that's it. Shake it, pour it. We're gonna do a little teal over this, and then like I say, then I'm gonna show you guys, for you that are still watching since we've been taping this, those in and outs where we cut it and it's underneath the tape, trapped underneath. I'm gonna show you guys like what, like I say, it's easier when you do it. Let's see, cherry. Okay. A little bit more drip, every little drip. Overall, this gun's been pretty good though. Not too bad for 32 bucks or whatever. Trying to think if I got it on eBay or on, I think it was on Amazon. I'm coming in with the teal strategically. Oh yeah, wait up. I got one area I didn't untape. Shame on me. I am fired. I wish I could fire myself, but I can't. So one little spot I needed to unmask. No big deal. We're not too deep into it to get it a little deeper there. And back to this, you can shade it as much. I mean, it was like good enough like that, but somewhat, you know, it's like, man, sometimes you want to get it a little bit deeper than what it is. Man, and we could even try like come in with this teal kind of up against this. Boom, in that purple a little bit to kind of get a little shade. See what that teal even across this little bottom here. A little bit of purple. Boom. Something up there a little bit. And of course, with all of these colors, they're not gonna go bad. You can pour them back in the bottle, and it's not gonna go bad. It'll stay good. Like I say, I have some that bind with base coat clear and reducer candies I've had for 10 years. You might have to pour a little urethane reducer in them, you know, because they've thickened up a little bit. But for the most part, man, they'll work cherry. That teal does pop. So now what we're gonna do strategically, here's where we kind of got to go. Like I said, usually I would be able to just peel all of this off, go to here, shoot black. But because we did kind of the over and unders, which is going to be really cool in the end result. Okay, so I'm going to pour this out. We are going to, oh yeah, here we go. Let me run just a little bit. And honestly, I don't recommend these paper cups. Man, it soaks too much into it. Got to have something with a little bit more of a little sealant in it to, how do I put it? No, I'm just trying to clean this out. But that way you can pour the colors back in. And of course, you know, all of these, I mean, if I had all the bottles out, I would be able to pour them right back into the bottle, which would be the ideal thing.
So I'll pour my black into here. Moses, I should have poured more in black, but that's all right. Okay, so got my black ready. Let me tilt this against there till Santa Claus brings me a airbrush stand. No, just kidding. Okay, so back to this. So I'm gonna have to cut right here. I'm gonna give you guys 2 examples for you guys that have been here since we've been talking about this. So I have to cut there. Now all of this, and because I shaded black, remember we went black around this before we took the tape off. We went over it with black before we took the filler out. So boom, we go to there, we go to there. Usually some of the ones that are overlapping, we can just peel them back and go over it with black. Now you could either go in with the airbrush. Let me make sure it's to the black right away. Now you could go back if you really want to get picky. We could go back, you could tape it, or you could get all cut out like a piece of like not cardboard, but like a how would you put it, like not too thick of paper, and I'll cut out a bunch of shapes, and you can kind of come in to where you are not getting overspray with your black. But since we are using an airbrush, it's not bad. So I'm just coming in with the shading right here. I want to give it that appearance that it's going underneath it. So boom, we're good there. So next step, this is all going to go pretty quick here now. And of course, here's where I'm telling you, this, when I tape it, see you still got these pieces there you got to pluck out, which is not bad. But like I say, the other way, it's less cutting, a lot cleaner. You're not getting the tape stretched out or leaking through more. But this is going to end up cool because it's going to be a lot cool just because of our ins and outs. And of course, this one here, just pluck there. We'll wait to do this one. So you want to keep all that on. We're going to slowly work our way up. So then now, same thing here. I have to cut here because that's underneath. So I'm cutting there. I'm cutting there. And I'm cutting there. Now I'm going to literally pluck that up there to there. Now here's the thing. I'm only going to peel this off to about right there for right now. I'm only going to peel it up to about right there for now. We're working in like sections. Do the same thing. I'm going to come in. Shade a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to lift this up. See, this is the easy way. This one I cut on top because the pattern is literally going underneath on this one. So this one's easy. Same thing here. So I'm only going to lift it up to about there. This one here, I can come all the way. It's ready to come off. Some sections you got to peel up because we still got a bunch we got to work out over here. You know what I mean? So this one I'm going to there. Keep these ones here. I'm going to peel just a little bit about to right there. Same thing when I kind of tack it up a little bit. I'm going to come in. Right there, a little bit of black, depending on how much you want. how thick you want it. And like I say, you could mask it because it's getting a little black on the inside. I mean, that's something that, I mean, if it bothers you, it looks a lot cleaner when you mask it. But like I say, and then here we are, see, because this method, we have to go back, pluck out these little ones that were trapped underneath because we wanted to get the best out of our in and outs, our unders and overs. And of course, this one, same thing there. This can actually come back here. We got to pluck out a little bit here. Boom, boom, boom. This one I can just pluck all the way out there. Now this one here, I can come, this can come all the way to there. Now this one here, we can come to here. Same thing, we can peel it all the way up to right there because it was an over. And then honestly, this is good to go. In fact, we'll wait because I don't want to get black in that silver. So now I'm going to come back and like I say, you could cut out like some, man, what is it like, I'm trying to think, man, the board I use, I mean cardboard, it's like business card, but bigger. And I'll cut out different turns and you can come and hold it to where you don't got to, where you can really protect all of this. Like I say, or back to this, you know, I don't want to leave you guys without options. If you really want to get picky, you can come back in with the 2-inch. Then you can really focus on getting that really sharp. Come back with that, boom, you know what I mean? So it just matters what, but like I say with the airbrush, you don't got to tape as much, you know what I mean? So same thing here. This one can come out all the way. Now this can come out all the way now. Like I say, this is gonna move real fast now. We're almost done. And just wait till we get it done so you can kind of see the depth. So back to here. This is where, man, there's some places like say on my car, man, I got some tight in and outs, real tight, where you're plucking and having to move stuff to shade it. So in this case, I gotta come in right here, cut this. This razor blade's starting to get really dull, but it's all right, Rudy. We'll milk it for. Yep, but usually you would want to continue to get new razor blades. You don't want to have to be pressing down super hard because the razor blade's getting dull. So now this here, I'm ready to lift up there. Lift up there, we're going to want to shade there. This one I might as well just pull to here. I can pull it all the way to there. This one here, we can pull to there. Now with this area, we might want to do just this right there. And honestly, I don't think we'll have to worry too much about that one, but just to give you guys an example, we can come in right there. And then same thing here. I mean, if you're really trying to get like technical, I mean, you could come in. You come in and we could tape just right here. Boom. Just so it's super clean and crisp. We're going to come in, just shade here. And shade just right there a little bit. Because that would have got a little bit of overspray down here. And it's just, it looks a lot cleaner. Your in and outs. And now with this one here, I might as well keep this one here. So this one I gotta cut there. Let's back to this. Razor blades had it. Boom. Now this here I can peel off. And see these, you got those little slits. Gotta kind of get that out. And this is gonna be our last little shade. And then we'll be able to untape it. Boom. So this one too, I am, just because I don't want to get no cockaduki onto that purple. And I do want to strategically get in there with the black. So literally I'm just shooting a little black right there. Same thing here. Boom. This here. That's going to peel off there. This, I'm going to have to cut those little slivers out. Boom. Let me cut out these slivers. And we'll take a little look at what we got here. Boom, tack rag. Hope you guys like that, man. I love those colors. Love those teals, the purples, the pinks, the little bit of cobalt, a little oriental, a little bit of violet. Definitely, I appreciate it, my brother Nolan. Well, man, that's an example right there. And I got, like I say, you know, please, you know, this is, like I say, small business. I appreciate you guys supporting. I got tape, all the tape you need, affordable prices. Most of the tape is around the $5, $5.80 something a roll. That's almost for every size except for vinyl. And I just averaged it out there about 10 bucks a roll, no matter if you're getting 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch, or 16th inch in vinyl. Because usually the 16th is a little cheaper at other places, but then the 1/4 is about 11 or 12 to 15. I keep it right at 10. Like I say, all the candies are on the website. I only have about enough for 10 kits for right now. So, and like I said, tonight, anybody that buys a kit tonight, I will give the free 4-ounce bottle of white, 4-ounce bottle of black, 4-ounce bottle of urethane reducer, a 4-ounce bottle of binder and balance, Intercoat Clear and reducer mixed. That's a $60 value with the kit. And that's, of course, if you're buying the 8-ounce size. So let me know. I appreciate you guys more than anything. Man, and like I said, I didn't even expect to do this tonight. I'm excited, man. Watch, I'm going to let me take this off. Let me take this off. I got this head thing. Boy, you talk about, I probably have a big old spot on my head from the mark from this thing. Not too bad, Rudy says. But man, I definitely appreciate it, guys, everybody. And like I say, this was just a quick example tonight. I hope you guys got a lot out of it, man. I definitely appreciate it. Definitely, E. Brown, I'll get you that shirt out, my brother. Let me know, of course, the size. You want that 5X for sure, brother. Thank you, every single person, for supporting. I appreciate you guys. Like I say, I got the boards. If you don't want to make a mess, a bunch of boards already pre-flaked. You know, you want to get one of the kits. Boom. I mean, tonight, I got to say, this gun wasn't too bad tonight, man. 30-something bucks. You know, we learned a lot. Like I say, I would have definitely rather used my touch-up gun for shooting over the lace. Those areas, this gun worked phenomenal to help save paint. For these areas, I hope you guys got to see, like, you know, utilizing the masking. We could have just masked that all up with 3/4 inch, but instead we took advantage of the masking in all of these areas, and it kind of gives that bevel look. And if I would have took the time to shoot white in those areas, let me tell you, it would even look better, especially when it's cleared and just popping. So like I say, man, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting. God bless each and every one of you. I'm going to say a prayer before we leave. Like I say, I just thank you guys and just appreciate you guys. You guys are family. I do want to very soon, like I say, get some of the pictures of you guys' work posted to where people can put a name to the work. And like I say, keep up the good work, everybody. Don't be discouraged. Keep it up. If you feel discouraged,
You know, it's all about trial and error. It's about making those mistakes. You know, like I say, if you think I just picked up a gun and started taping all and it just came out like this, you know, it really didn't. You know what I mean? So, and like, of course, with this board, man, you could turn it. Man, we could turn it different ways. You know what I mean? Let's flip it this way to see how it looks this way. Honestly, though, my mind's already set on the way we taped it, which is cool. Like I said, I wish it had a border, but it doesn't. So like I say, I appreciate you guys. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you, Lord. First and foremost, we just thank you, Lord. Thank you for waking us up again today, Lord. And I just want to lift up everybody, quite a few people on here. I just pray for healing for people that are going through physical things right now. I lift up everybody that's going through spiritual, emotional, those things where just right now, I know the holidays are hard for people. They've lost a loved one, and it's just difficult. And so help us even to be able to lift people up, to encourage people, to speak life into people. Especially we don't know what people are going through right now. And like I say, I just pray the Lord continue to give each and every one of you just the gift to make things look beautiful. Give them wisdom. Give them the skills, the talents. And I just pray just a blessing over everybody for Christmas. Over their family. Over everything. A hedge of protection. And we just come to you too, Lord. We apologize for those areas we fall short, Lord. And we just give you praise, Lord. In Jesus Christ's name, amen. Amen. Love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Like I say, take advantage of that. Get a kit. I appreciate it. Lisa, thank you. Steve, thank you for supporting. And all of you guys that supported, bought crosses. And like I say, appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Have a good night. And I'll see you guys next Thursday. Love you guys. Vanderslice and Uncle Rudy signing out.